Could seniors soon get an extra $200 every month added to their Social Security checks? That's the question making headlines again as a new Social Security expansion bill gains traction in Washington. Supporters say it's time to help retirees struggling with high inflation, medical costs, and shrinking savings. Critics argue it could add more strain to a program already facing long-term funding problems. In this video, we're breaking down the new proposal for a $200 monthly Social Security raise, what it includes, who qualifies, when it might take effect, and whether it has a real chance of passing. Stay tuned through all 10 chapters, because the final section covers how this could affect your retirement, taxes, and COLA increases heading into 2026. The bill that started it all. The idea for a $200 Social Security boost first appeared during the pandemic, when inflation began eating into fixed incomes. Now, lawmakers are reviving it under a new version of the Social Security Expansion Act, introduced in Congress for 2025 to 2026. Key points of the proposal: a $200 monthly increase for all current Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients. Adjustments to how COLA, cost of living adjustment, is calculated, switching to a senior-focused index that tracks healthcare and housing costs. Funding sourced from higher payroll taxes on top earners, those earning over $250,000. A promise to extend the program's solvency through 2090. This bill has reignited hope among retirees who have seen prices rise faster than their benefits for years. Why a raise is being proposed now? For millions of seniors, inflation hasn't eased. Groceries, rent, gas, and prescription drugs are still painfully high. Even with recent COLA increases, many retirees are losing buying power each year. According to analysts, the average retiree has lost nearly 40% of their purchasing power since 2000. The average monthly benefit in 2025 is around $1,907, barely enough to cover essentials in many cities. A $200 raise would mean an extra $2,400 a year, offering real relief. Lawmakers say this proposal isn't just about generosity, it's about restoring fairness for older Americans who paid into the system their whole lives. Who would qualify for the $200 raise? If passed, the new Social Security expansion would apply to all current retirees receiving monthly Social Security checks. All future beneficiaries, once they begin collecting. SSDI and SSI recipients, since the proposal covers disability and supplemental benefits as well. That means everyone receiving a monthly SSA payment, roughly 70 million Americans, could see a raise. The bill would also make adjustments to minimum benefit levels, ensuring low-income workers receive at least 125% of the federal poverty line once retired. How Congress plans to pay for it. A big raise means big costs, and Congress has to explain where that money will come from. The proposed funding plan includes raising the payroll tax cap. Currently, income above $168,600 isn't taxed for Social Security. The bill would restart the Social Security tax for earnings above $250,000, ensuring wealthy earners contribute more. Applying a small surtax on investment income for high earners. Gradually phasing in changes to avoid burdening the middle class. Supporters say this creates fairness and stability without cutting benefits. Critics say it could discourage investment and small business hiring. What it means for future COLA adjustments. Under this new proposal, COLA increases would be calculated using the Consumer Price Index for the Elderly, CPIE, a formula that better reflects the real cost increases seniors face. That means healthcare, prescription drugs, and housing would carry more weight in COLA calculations. Annual benefit increases could rise by 0.3% to 0.5% more per year compared to current methods. Over time, this adds up to thousands of extra dollars for retirees. In other words, the bill not only raises checks immediately, it could make every future increase more generous. The political battle in Washington. The Social Security Expansion Act faces an uphill battle. Supporters from both parties agree seniors need help, but they disagree on how to fund it. Arguments for the bill: it protects retirees against inflation. It ensures solvency by asking the wealthy to pay their fair share. It boosts the economy, since seniors spend more of their benefits locally. Arguments against it: Critics say it increases the national deficit. Some fear new taxes could slow job growth. Opponents argue it doesn't fix the structural imbalance of the Social Security system. Despite the debate, public support for the $200 raise remains strong, especially among retirees and advocacy groups. How much a $200 raise would change lives? For most seniors, $200 a month isn't just a number, it's a lifeline. It could mean covering the cost of a new prescription, paying utility bills on time, having enough left for groceries or transportation, reducing credit card debt built up from medical expenses. For millions living on less than $2,000 per month, this raise could make the difference between stability and struggle. When could it take effect? If the bill passes both chambers, implementation could begin as early as mid-2026, but more likely January 2027. The SSA would need several months to adjust payment systems, verify eligibility, and update COLA calculations. However, delays are possible, especially if Congress continues facing gridlock over the federal budget. Until then, retirees should continue watching for official SSA updates and avoid any scam calls promising early access to new benefits. Long-term impact on Social Security. This raise could reshape Social Security for decades if implemented properly. Potential benefits: increases financial stability for millions of retirees, reduces senior poverty rates, boosts trust in the Social Security program. Potential challenges: adds pressure on the trust fund if revenues don't match payouts. Could require future reforms to maintain solvency. Economists agree that while the raise is popular, it must come with responsible funding to ensure the system's future. What you should do right now. Here's how to prepare and stay informed. Create or log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov. Track all official SSA announcements, avoid unofficial raise claim websites. Review your benefit estimate and see how a $200 increase would affect your income. Subscribe to American Finance today to get accurate updates on every new Social Security proposal.